Hey everyone, welcome to today's video. Today we are going to be doing a Shop My Stash edition and creating this easy smoky eye. So all of the products here that I'm using today are more on the luxury high-end side. Next week I will post a drugstore version of my Shop My Stash with another fall look that I really enjoy doing. If you are interested in seeing how I achieve this look and the different products that I used, please feel free to keep watching. The steps that I already did off camera were to fill in my brows. I used the Kosas Brow Pop Dual Action Defining Pencil in the color Taupe. And then I also primed my eyes with Tom Ford's Emotionproof Eye Primer. This is the same packaging as his Emotionproof Concealer that came out, but this is actually a really nice eye primer. It kind of just smooths into your skin. It's not super tacky, so it's not one of those eye primers where you feel like you have to set it down with powder before you go in with your eyeshadow. Like this one is just very, I don't know, it just smooths everything out, but it's not super tacky to the point where you're like, oh no, it's not going to blend well. But then again, it also holds onto your eyeshadow pretty well, so all in all, pretty nice. To kind of create this easy smoky eye, we're going to start out with a powder and then go over it with a black cream eyeshadow. To start this look, I'm going to use Nars's Loaded palette. This came out several years ago. I think it was I'm pretty sure it was a limited edition palette, but Nars's eyeshadows in general are really nice as I throw everything all over on my desk. And I'm going to go ahead and use this orangey shade here. So, nope, this one. So typically speaking, when I do smoky eyes, when I'm going in really heavy with black, like all over the lid, I like to kind of ensure that it goes into a really soft, warm gradient. So I'm literally just going to place this into my crease. I'm telling you guys, if you can get one of these Nars palettes, I think they come out with them every year. They're really good. The formula is amazing, blends out like a dream, super easy, very pigmented. That literally took like 3 seconds. It's really nice, right? I am going to take that same color and just bring it down a little bit into the corners, just so that everything continues really nicely, and I'm starting to kind of create that shape that I want. And just like that, we kind of already have the base ready and set for our smoky eye. Okay, so this is Tom Ford's Cream and Powder Eye Color in the color Black Sand. This was part of their summer collection that came out in 2021. I talked about it previously, I believe, on my channel. I'm going to grab this on the back of a Real Techniques brush, and we are going to start that smoky eye. And I'm just smoothing it out pretty much all over the lid in that half circle shape. Now, most of Tom Ford's cream shadows, I feel like, generally speaking, they apply best with your finger, but because I want a really precise shape, I'm using a brush. I'm going to try and hold my mirror as far away as possible so you can actually see what I'm doing. And I am going to bring this actually all the way up to my crease, exactly where that brown shade is. So you see how there's like a little bit of a gap right there? I'm going to fill in that gap with the black shade. I'm really smoking this out. This is the best part about fall. It's not just that PSLs are back and everything, it's that you can do like grungy looks. Yes, I said PSLs. Okay, I'm excited about pumpkin being back. Basic. I enjoy it. I don't care if I'm basic. I like it. One of the things I also really love about Tom Ford cream shadows is that it just lays onto your eye so well. None of that is patchy or anything like that. I really enjoy it. Okay, same thing with the other eye. I'm probably just gonna skip forward on this. Okay, so my eyes don't exactly match. This one is quite a bit more blended. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to try and kind of match up these shapes. I'm going to use the same brush, and because it's kind of like more of that fluffy shape, this is the shading brush. from Real Techniques. I'm going to go ahead and use this to really kind of blend out just this black shade and really get it to kind of fade the way that my right eye is looking. Okay, and I'm just going to take my finger and kind of just lightly also help create that shape just by going like this. And this is why I haven't done my foundation yet, is because I wanted to kind of clean this up first. I'm going to take a little bit of the gold shade that comes with this cream and powder eye duo, just because I kind of want to just brighten up everything a tiny bit. So I'm taking this on another brush, and I'm just going to tap this right into the center of my eye to give it a little bit of shimmer. So everything is looking really warm, really gold, which is perfect for the fall. And if you're a Giants fan, it's the perfect colors for you. It's like orange and black. Sounds good to me. All right, okay. So from there, I am going to go ahead and line my eyes as well. This is the Tom Ford Eye Defining Pencil in Onyx. Just going to be tight lining here. Go ahead and do the waterline really close to the eye. I want a little bit of definition on my lower line just because the top part is so like heavy and shadowed and black that I want to kind of mimic the same thing and allow for a little bit of definition to come through. So first I'm going to prime my skin with, this is the Touch in Sol No Poreblem. Why do I think that that's so funny? The No Poreblem primer. I know. I shouldn't be laughing at all of these like dad jokes, but I can't handle it. All right, so I'm going to take just a pump of that, and we're going to go ahead and apply this right where my pores are an issue. Because I want it to be not a Poreblem.
I implore you.
And then just to help with a little bit of the glow, I am going to apply Charlotte Tilbury's Hollywood Flawless filter to the high points of my face. I've clearly not been drinking enough water, so I'm a little bit like, I look a little sallow, if you will. I'm going to take a brush and just kind of work that into my skin by stippling it in. These are two foundations that I've had for a really long time. They're both from Chanel. I highly recommend both of these. Today I'm going to go with a little bit more full coverage one. This is their Le Teint. You know, I'm not even actually going to try to pronounce it because I didn't take French in high school. I took Spanish. But my Spanish also isn't very good, so yeah. Anyway, this is their Ultrawear Flawless Foundation in the color 40 Beige. And I'm going to take that onto my palette here. This is a much thicker foundation. I would say apply with a beauty blender for your best results here. A little goes a long way with this. And you want to apply in sections because it dries down pretty quickly. And once it dries down, this thing is going nowhere. Ta-da! This is Shiseido's Synchro Skin Self-Refreshing Concealer in the color Medium. Pretty sure I was like going cross-eyed just as I was reading that. Is that a sign of getting old? Maybe. Gonna go ahead and use this on my under eyes. To set my concealer down, I'm using Charlotte Tilbury's Airbrush Flawless Finish in the color 1. And I'm just slightly taking a layer of this under my eyes. I love this powder. Charlotte Tilbury's loose powder is not awesome, but this one, her pressed powder, you can't go wrong with it. Okay, for the rest of my face, I'm going to take Tarte's Shape Tape Setting Powder in Translucent. And you can see this is definitely a powder that it mattifies down everything. We're going to be using Estee Lauder's Bronze Goddess in the color Heatwave. She comes out with this, I say she, but I mean the company. The company comes out with this pretty much every summer, I believe. And it is literally, if you are looking for a champagne gold highlight that gives you maximum glow, this is it. This is what you need to go and purchase because it's honestly incredible. It gives you like this soft, it's very, very blendable, so it looks really nice on your skin, but it's also really, really high impact. It's kind of, it's just like, it's the best of all worlds, if that makes sense for a highlight. And I actually have, she's released this 3 times now, and I am unashamed to say that I have all 3 of them. For bronzer, I am using Hourglass's Ambient Lighting Bronzer in Luminous Bronze Light. One of my favorite bronzers. The one thing I will say about this bronzer is that it is very pigmented, so you really only need a little bit of this. I would just kind of lightly tap into this. A little goes a long way on this. And bronze. This bronzer will make you look so nice and beautiful, and it smooths into your skin super, super well. Definitely one of the best high-end luxury bronzers out there. All right, I'm going to take a really, really light layer of blush. I'm going to be using Peach Beach from Alamar Cosmetics. And I'm just going to use this and kind of tap it over everything to bring everything together. But the main focus of my complexion is really going to be that bronzer highlight. The blush is just kind of a nice like topper to bring a little bit of color back in. Now you can go and like contour your nose and highlight everything. I usually just do a really, really rough, kind of whatever is left on my bronzer brush, I kind of just drag it down the sides of my nose just to give it a little bit. And I'm not going to highlight my nose just because, well, maybe a little bit pointy brush for this, and just bring it down the center of my nose. I'm going to go in now and finish my brows. I'm going to take Kosas' Airbrow in the color Taupe as well. Again, one of my favorite brow gels. As I described in my Kosas video, where I reviewed a few of the products from their brands, this brow gel is so good. Like, my brows look like a good Wookiee now. Let's go with mascara. Going in with my Marc Jacobs Velvet Primer just because I haven't quite let go of it yet. And then because I am doing such a dramatic eye, I am going to go with KVD Beauty's Go Big or Go Home mascara. This is phenomenal for when you want intense, dramatic volume. For lower lashes, I'm just going to go ahead and finish with Clinique. Clinique Fits 24-Hour Mascara, which I really love for my lower lashes. So I will say for a look like this, I think it would definitely be an appropriate time to wear falsies to really kind of help accentuate your lashes against such a dark smoky eye. The only thing is, like, I don't really regularly wear falsies at all. The only time I've worn falsies is when I'm in a wedding, like not just attending a wedding, but like in a wedding as like a member of the wedding party. So hopefully you can see with this look, like if you're using a really volumizing and black mascara, you don't really need to use falsies, but you certainly can. Okay, so we're gonna finish up with lips. I'm going in with the classic. I'm sure at some point in time when I do all of my Shop My Stashes, it's basically just gonna be this lip combo, but I love it so much. This is Alamar Cosmetics Dolce Lip Liner and then the Coqueta Lip Gloss. I love this. It's like a beautiful, it's honestly the perfect lip gloss for fall. I would highly recommend it. And just to set my face down, I am going to use Benefit's the Professional Super Setter.
Wow, 2 pore puns in one look.
And that is pretty much the finished look. So I hope you guys enjoyed this quick tutorial on how to get a really, really easy and quick smoky eye. These are all products that I've had for a while now, so this is definitely a shot in my stash. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, give it a like and subscribe to our channel, and I will see you guys in next week's video. Thanks again so much for watching. Bye!
Quite the tongue twister. Shiseido.
Shiseido, Synchro,
Shiseido Synchro Self Serum.
Self-refreshing concealer.